Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by. Definitely take a look around. Let me know what you think. Today, we're going to be talking about Relics. The dev diary came out for it, lays out a ton about it, so we're going to go ahead and dive into that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. Very exciting. We have the developer diary for Relics. We recently had the one for Rift Raid, so getting a lot of information right now. So we're going to go ahead and run through this. But first, really quick, before we do, just a quick reminder, or if this is your first time hearing, I do have an interview coming up with the devs. They've agreed to sit down with me to talk about Rift Raids and Relics. I'm very excited for that. We do have a lot of information here within the diaries. We also have a lot of information on the official Discord channel as well. So there's a lot there that we've been able to glean from both channels, both avenues of information there. However, there still are some questions that I have that have not been answered yet. And as we go through this and as you peruse through Discord and everything, if you come up with questions that haven't been answered, leave them in the comment section below. I'll take a look at those so I can add them to my list of questions for the devs when I do get to sit down with them here towards the end of the month. So I'm very excited to be able to do that, and I appreciate Kabam for taking some time because they've got to be busy. So as we take a look at Relics, the best comparison to Relics is really going to be gear. So we have 4 slots right here. We have rings, we have bracelets, we have brooches, and we have necklaces. So we'll run through this here really quick. The why really is it's a way for us to continue to fine-tune our Guardians, buff up their stats, their traits, things like that to make them stronger so we can tackle the more difficult content that's coming our way. We've got 30 tiers of Rift Raids coming. I wonder where each of us are going to stall with that, because that's going to be some difficult stuff to master right there. As far as what they are, it's just equipable items. It's gear, just like you've seen in other games that you can equip. There's 4 types. Like I said before, you can see the ring, the bracelet, the brooch, and the necklace. Guardians can use 1 of each type of the relic at a time, which makes sense. You can't double stack slots or anything like that. Relics have Guardian role associated to them, right? So tanks can only equip tank role relics, so on and so forth, melee, range, support. And when equipping them, they've got a sorting thing that's going to be pretty cool here. We can sort the different rarities and we can sort the traits. Each relic in a player's inventory can only be equipped by 1 of the Guardians at a time. So again, 1 relic can't be equipped by multiple Guardians. It's 1 piece of gear in each slot for each Guardian. So, seems pretty self-explanatory there. You can see kind of as we get into the rarities here, you can see there are 5, right? Going from common all the way to legendary. You can also see that in the background colors here. So this right here, green is typically your uncommon. You got your rare, your epics, and then your legendary. As far as the role of the Guardian, specifically, you can see legendary ranged rings. So you're going to find that in the name of the relic, but you're also going to see it right here in the gems. So the gems are yellow there, so obviously that is your ranged as well. It's not the background, it's the gems there. So that's going to be pretty cool. Rarities are represented by the representative item shape. So as you can see, as you increase in rarity here, the shape gets more and more elaborate, which is pretty cool. Trait bonuses. Some higher rarity relics may have a trait bonus as well as royalty high-tech goofball, as you can see this right here. 4 of 4 relics with goofball, plus 20% on all effects. That's pretty cool. So this is not only boosting your stats, but also boosting your traits as well, which I think is pretty cool. Trait collection bonus here as you collect multiple relics of the same trait. So equipping all 4 of your Guardian relic slots with the relic that has the same trait will provide that boost, and that's what we saw right up there, which is pretty cool. I like that. As far as upgrading relics, you can do that as well. This is pretty cool. So you can use other relics for experience on a specific relic that you want to upgrade. But also, I thought this was really cool. When upgrading using relics that provide more experience than a relic can take, the excess experience is turned into a new resource. That's what ore is. That's what this is right here. This is ore, which I think is really cool. So you can overshoot it and not waste it, because now you're going to get ore. Ore can also be used to upgrade the relics as well. You can scrap relics to get ore. So instead of using other relics of varying rarities to upgrade whatever relic you want to upgrade. So in this case, the legendary support ring, you can use ore instead. So a couple different resources there so that you can upgrade your gear. Again, we've seen this in other games and stuff. So a pretty familiar mechanic. So everybody will probably get the gist of this pretty quick. Also, you can see right here, you can go ahead and scrap it. Select what you want. Relic scrap 22. Boom. This is what we're going to get as far as ore. So we got relics. We got 4 slots. We've got role specific relics. You can tell by which role they are by the gems. You can tell the rarities by the background color of the icon. So some pretty cool stuff. So the question really is, and what it comes down to is where do we get them? So if you remember from the dev diary from Rift Raids, relics are going to be in dungeons. Now this is pretty cool. The dungeons are going to have a pretty standard week, 4-day dungeon event, which rewards a certain role of relics. So you may have a tank relic dungeon, a melee relic dungeon, so on and so forth. Those are going to be 4-day dungeons. And then the 3-day dungeons, that's going to be a 3-day event that provides all roles of relics. So you're going to also get varying degrees of it, right? They can be earned from milestone rewards, rank rewards, and new relic boxes that appear on the dungeon map. Participate in these dungeons every week to expand your collection of even more powerful relics. So this is giving more of a reason. I mean, there's a pretty good reason to do your dungeons every single day right now. Your T4s are going to be moving into Rift Raids, so that's where that's going to go. Something needed to replace those T4s in dungeons, and it's relics. And I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty fitting, and there's a few different ways to get these relics. So I'm really excited to see kind of what we get out of there, the types of relics that we can get, the types of stat boosts and everything that we can get. I think it's going to be very cool. Occasionally they do call out special dungeons like Cookie's Onslaught that's going to come out that has different prizes. Relics can also be obtained from relic crystals in the store. So we're going to have a gotcha for that as well. Earned through occasional objectives and more. So I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of different ways, not just in the dungeons, but we're going to see some other ways there too, like they said, through objectives and things like that. So exciting to see kind of how they rejigger all that stuff. So Relics is coming with update 2.0. That is the same update that's coming out with Rift Raids. That is supposed to be at the end of September, so we've got 2 weeks before we get into that final week. My interview with the devs is on the 26th. So as soon as that interview is wrapped and I get the video ready, I'm going to get that out to all of you as soon as possible. Should be able to get it out before Rift Raids that day, if not the next day. But this is pretty cool. I like this. We heard about Rift Raids a while ago. They were showing the behind-the-scenes video a few months ago of Mirrorverse, and that Relics button popped up. So a lot of questions there, a lot of theorizing. We were pretty close on what we figured it would be. So very excited to see. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think of relics now that you know what they are? What questions do you have about them that have not been answered here? And I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but as you swap relics in and out, it doesn't cost anything. So it doesn't cost gold or orbs or anything like that if you want to swap your relics. It does cost gold to upgrade them, though. So I did ask the question, with relics having a cost to them, another use for gold is upgrading relics. Are they looking and are they talking about ways to increase how much gold we get? Still waiting on an answer for that. I'm sure they're talking about it. So there you go, everybody. That is what I had for you. Relics, a lot of cool stuff here. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think? Definitely let me know. All right, everybody. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.